Welcome students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chemistry Table. Do you know how the compound will form by transferring of electron? Yes, today we will discuss in this part 2 video the formation of the compound. After watching this video, you will have definitely a clear idea about the formation of compound by transferring of electron. This is one of the easiest way to understand the formation of the compound that I discuss in this part 2 video of the chemical bonding. So let's get started. In this part 2, this is completely based on Concise, that is Selena. This is chapter number 2. We already completed the chapter 1. You can check the playlist. This is chapter number 2, chemical bonding, and part 2. In the previous part, I discussed so many important concepts and few question answers for your board examination ICSE class 10. So today in the part 2 video, I will going to discuss the formation of the compound by transferring of electron. Okay, now look at the board. First, according to our syllabus, obviously according to our syllabus, our first compound is initial, that is sodium chloride. Now try to understand what is the atomic number of sodium. 11, that is 281. Okay, so from the electronic configuration you can easily understand if the sodium lose this last electron, then lose -E. So I already told if any atom lose electron, then it gets positive charge. It is called cation. Look at the board, it is called neutral atom. Neutral means there is no charge, either positive or negative. There is no charge, that is neutral atom. But after losing an electron, if any atom gets positive charge, it is called cation. So now it is 28. Okay, so if sodium try to lose the electron, then it gets stability. Why? That I discussed in the part 1 video. Okay, now sodium done. Another element is there, chlorine. Okay, what is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. So 287. From this electronic configuration, it is very clear that outermost shell contain how many electrons? 7. So if chlorine accept one electron, that is plus E, then Cl, if any atom lose electron, then positive. If any atom accept electron, it become negatively charged and it is called anion. So if it is accept, then 2, 8, and previously Cl contains 7 electron, but after accepting 1, it become 288. And obviously it gets stability due to formation of octet. So from this 2 diagram or 2 electronic configuration, it is very clear that if sodium lose, then it gains stability, and chlorine accept, then it gets stability. So try to understand. Suppose 2 atoms, one try to lose and another try to accept. So these element try to lose and these element try to accept. So these elements are mutual with respect to each other. What do you mean by mutual? This atom try to release and this atom try to accept. So if this atom release, then this atom accept the electron. So look at the board, sodium release and Cl accept. So they are mutual with respect to each other. Now look at the board. So sodium first shell contain 2 electrons, second shell contain 1, 2, so 2 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last shell contain how many electron? Only 1. Okay, now this sodium try to lose 1 electron. So after losing this sodium 2 and outermost shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this electron lose. So sodium, suppose it is sodium, so it become sodium plus ion, that is cation. Now in case of chlorine, first shell 2, second shell 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and what is about third shell 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So chlorine try to accept. Okay, so look at the board. This electron is very important. This electron lose by sodium and this electron transfer to the last orbit of chlorine. Why? Chlorine try to accept. So chlorine accept this electron and form Cl minus. So first shell contain 2, second shell contain 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and after accepting this electron, last shell contain already also 8. So 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So now look at the board. It is form Na plus and it will form Na plus and it will form Cl minus. So now these Na plus and Cl minus come close to each other. All of you know opposite charge attract each other, so they are come close to each other by Coulombic force of attraction, and it is also known as Coulomb force. Opposite charge, they attract each other, so it is called Coulomb force. So what is the answer after this diagram? This oppositely charged ion attracts each other by Coulombic force of attraction and form NaCl compound, that is also known as common salt. Do you understand? Okay, so this is the full concept about the formation of sodium chloride by transferring of electron, transferring from sodium to, that is Na to Cl. Okay, now the most interesting fact that this orbital diagram is not in our syllabus. So I will show compound. It is first compound. I will show the compound number second, compound number third, fourth, and so on. But I don't try to show these orbital diagram because it is not in our syllabus. So if in exam this will come, you have to do this first two line. But in this case, you try to note down these orbital diagram because for primary concept we have to understand the orbital diagram just for only one compound. Rest of the compound we will only understand about the electronic configuration. So for the first, you can note down or you have to note down this orbital diagram for better understanding. So if in exam it will come, then you have to first draw these electronic configuration. Now after this electronic configuration, sodium in outermost shell, it contains how many electrons? 1. You can give the dot. And chlorine contain outermost shell 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, it is called Lewis dot structure. It is in our syllabus but not orbital diagram. So this sodium lose electron and you can write Na plus. Same process except electron, you can write Cl minus. So that's why this electron lose means sodium try to transfer here to chlorine. So these two atom will come close to each other by Coulombic force of attraction and form NaCl, Na bond Cl compound. This bond is known as ionic bond or electrovalent bond. So this is the full concept about NaCl. Do you understand? And Lewis dot structure is in our syllabus. So Lewis dot structure means after drawing the electronic configuration, just put the last electron, that is the valence electron. Here 1 and here 7. So it transfer this electron here. Okay, so that is why our heading for this topic is formation of compound by transferring of electron. And the name of the compound is what? Ionic. Name of the compound is ionic compound or electrovalent compound, and the name of this bond is ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Do you understand? Okay, so it is done. Now our second compound. Okay. Our second compound is magnesium chloride. Write down the name here, magnesium chloride. Now look at the board. In case of magnesium, what is the atomic number of the magnesium? Now, what is the atomic number of magnesium? 12. So 12 means 2, 8, 2. If you completed this part 1 video, you can definitely understand this concept. Since in the last shell, that is the valence shell, magnesium contain 2 electrons, so magnesium try to release how many electrons? 2. Now in the previous case, that is NaCl, sodium release how many electron? 1. So since sodium release 1 electron, so sodium gets Na 1 plus charge. Here magnesium release 2 electrons, so magnesium gets 2 plus charge. Okay, it is called bipositive cation. So after releasing this 2 electron, magnesium 2 plus ion has 2,8 electronic configuration because it released this 2. Now in case of chlorine, Cl means 17, so 2, 8, 7. So from this structure it is very clear that chlorine accept how many electron? Only 1. Why? Because then it fill up its octet. So since 1 accept, then Cl 1 minus 2, 8, 8. It is done. Now the concept is that try to understand about the Lewis dot structure. Magnesium only Lewis dot structure. Lewis dot structure means only last electron. So how many electrons are here? 2. Okay, but try to understand in case of chlorine. In case of chlorine, how many electron? In last shell, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here magnesium lose 2 electrons, but here sodium accept only 1. Why? Because after acceptance of 1 electron, it has complete octet. So what is about the other electron? Look at this structure. How many chlorine are here? 2. So 2 chlorine we have. So 2 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this electron again donates here. Do you understand? So after losing these 2 electron, magnesium form Mg2 plus. After losing these 2 electron and after acceptance, then it forms Cl minus. It form also Cl minus. So these Mg2 plus and these one Cl minus and another Cl minus, they will come close to each other. They will come close to each other and form Mg and Cl2. This is your answer. So very easy method. First write down the electronic configuration, then Lewis dot structure, because orbital diagram is not in our syllabus, and finally conclude the compound. So here look at the board, Mg and 2Cl. Okay, so can you tell me what is the name of this bond? Ionic bond or electrovalent bond? What is the name of the compound? Ionic compound or electrovalent compound? Done. Okay. So now next and third compound is calcium oxide. Third compound is calcium oxide. Okay. Now tell me about calcium. What is the atomic number of calcium? 20. So 20 means 2, 8, 8, 2. 8 to 10, 8 to 10. So from this electronic configuration, it is very clear that calcium try to lose 2 electron. Why? To gain the octet. So 2 lose means 2 positive charge. So it has now 288. Okay, oxygen. Oxygen, what is the atomic number of oxygen? 2, 6, that is 8. So from this electronic configuration, it is very clear that 6 means acceptance of 2 electrons, because 6 plus 2, 8. So after acceptance, then it gets 2 negative, 2 negative. So now it has 2, 8. Previously it was 6, 6 plus 2, so 8. So look at the board. Calcium outermost shell contain 2 electrons, and in case of oxygen, outermost shell contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 2 electron completely transfer in one atom. Why? In previous case MgCl2, 2 Cl are there. That is why one atom in previous case magnesium chloride MgCl2. So one magnesium donates to 2 Cl minus. But here, since one atom is here, that is why one chlorine donates both the electron to Cl. So now look at the board. After donation, Cl, how many electron it donates? 2. So get 2 plus charge, and it accept how many electrons? 2. So it gets 2 minus charge. If accept 1, then 1 minus. If accept 2, then 2 minus. If it accept 3, then 3 minus. Okay, so now again 2 oppositely charged ion, cation and anion respectively, come close to each other and attract by Coulombic force of attraction and form a compound CaO. Name is calcium oxide. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is the name of this bond between Ca2 plus and O2 minus? Ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Name of the compound is ionic compound or electrovalent compound. So you can memorize also the 3 example. NaCl is ionic compound, MgCl2 is ionic compound, and this CaO, calcium oxide, is also ionic compound. Okay, now so we have 3 compound and it is done. Okay, now according to Concise, our next and last topic under electrovalent bond. After this topic, we have nothing left in Concise about electrovalent bond. Then we have the new concept about covalent bond. But electrovalent bond, according to Concise, this is the last topic. What is the last topic? Redox. Redox reaction. Look at the board. Sodium means 281. Okay, because sodium means 11. So sodium try to lose, same concept. So 28. Chlorine 17. So 287 try to accept. So Cl minus, so 288. Done. So now during the formation of these Na plus and Cl minus come close to each other. So during the formation of NaCl, Na try to lose an electron and Cl try to accept an electron. Okay, now look at the board. Very important and conceptual topic. This topic is not only for this concept, it is also, it has so many application in another concept of the another chapter. Look at the board. Release of electron is known as oxidation. Here acceptance of electron is known as reduction. So tell me properly. Look at the board and give me the answer. During the formation of NaCl, when Na plus and Cl minus come close to each other by the Coulombic force of attraction, then what will happen? Only oxidation or reduction or both? During the formation of NaCl, then both these oxidation reduction will take place. Why? Because we have to release by sodium, we have to accept by Cl. So if in any reaction, look at the board, if Na plus and Cl minus come close to each other and form these NaCl, during the formation of reaction we have both oxidation and reduction. If any chemical reaction both oxidation and reaction take place, it is called redox reaction. Do you understand? So redox means both oxidation as well as reduction. Understand? Okay. Now tell me just one factual point. This sodium is electropositive element or electronegative element? Look at the board. Sodium has a tendency to release electron and become positive or negative? Positive. So sodium is electropositive element. And chlorine, except become negatively charged, so chlorine is electronegative element. So from this concept we can easily conclude it is electropositive element. Electropositive element undergoes oxidation, electronegative element undergoes reduction. This is the factual point memorized. Electropositive element undergoes oxidation and electronegative element undergoes reduction. Done? Okay. Now this is also important topic. Release of electron means oxidation, acceptance of electron means reduction. Okay, done. Okay. If I tell you this question, write down the redox reaction, write down the redox reaction for the formation of NaCl, then what is your answer? What is your answer for that question? What is the reaction? Redox reaction. So all of you know this redox means both oxidation and reduction. So look at the board. So suppose sodium release 1 electron. So sodium become 1 positive. Now if you take 2 sodium, then each sodium release 1 electron. So 2 sodium release how many electron? 2. So each sodium become positively charged. So 2 sodium become positively charged. Okay. So you can write in this way, sodium minus 2 electron form 2 Na plus. Okay. So tell me, it is oxidation or reduction? Obviously oxidation, because this release of electron, oxidation. Now can anyone tell me what is about reduction? This is the answer of that question, reduction. Okay, now tell me, in case of reduction, suppose, okay, can anyone tell me why it is important to add 2, 2 and 2 here? Okay, if you understand this concept, why this 2 is important, so first rub it, then look at the board. Tell me what is the formula of hydrogen? H or H2? This is. What is the formula of sodium? Na or Na2? This is. So in similar way, what is the formula of chlorine? Cl or Cl2? This is the formula of chlorine. There is no existence of Cl. So in case of NaCl, we need Cl, but the formula of chlorine is Cl2. So Cl2. Okay. Look at the board. If we have one Cl, if Cl accept 1 electron, it become negative charge. But here how many electrons? 2. 1 accept 1 become 1 negative charge. So 2 accept 2 become 2 negative charge. See? Do you understand this one? Okay. Okay, now, so how many electrons are here? 2. So due to this 2 electron, we have to multiply these 2, 2 and 2. Why? Because when we will add these, we can easily cut these -2 electron and +2 electron. So after the addition we have 2Na plus, this is arrow, always write right hand side in the left hand side in the left hand side of the final arrow. So here 2Na 2Cl2 give arrow because we already cut this 2 electron, in that side 2Na plus and 2Cl minus. So do you understand why it is important to introduce these two? Okay, because here 2Cl, for this 1Cl except 1 electron become 1 negative charge here. So 2Cl, 2 electron, 2 negative charge, 2 and here 2. So 2 negative charge. So due to these two, if we cancel out this 2 plus, we need 2 minus electron. Understand? Okay, this is the very important question for our board. Write down the redox reaction for the formation of NaCl. Okay, now the last question and also the important question from the concept of redox. Okay, now tell me, release of electron is oxidation or reduction? Release of electron always oxidation, but keeping in your mind, release of electron means oxidation as well as addition of electronegative element oxygen. Oxygen addition also called oxidation. Note down it. In similar way, addition of electron means what? Reduction. Okay, and removal of oxygen means also reduction. Okay, addition of hydrogen means also reduction. Removal of hydrogen means also oxidation. So keeping in your mind, not only removal of electron means oxidation, addition of oxygen means oxidation, removal of hydrogen means oxidation. Addition of electron means reduction, removal of oxygen means reduction, addition of hydrogen means reduction. So now tell me about this reaction. Look at the board, observe this reaction and give me the answer. You write down the question first. The following reaction is oxidation reaction or reduction reaction or both redox reaction? Okay, the reaction is this one, plus iron. Okay, now tell me the answer. Look at the board. First pause the video, first prepare your answer and then check your answer from the board. Fe2O3, look at the board. Fe2O3 to this Fe. Here Fe2O3 remove the oxygen and become Fe ion. Here see, oxygen is there with iron, but after removal of this oxygen it become only iron. So removal of oxygen mean what? Oxidation or reduction? Reduction. So from Fe2O3 to Fe is called reduction. Now again look at the board. Here aluminium converted to, here arrow is present, so aluminium to aluminium oxide. Here only aluminium is here, but here aluminium attached with oxygen. So addition of oxygen mean what? Oxidation. Oxidation. So look at the board. In the single reaction, one compound remove its oxygen and convert it to only metallic iron is reduction. Here the only metal attached with the oxygen and form aluminium oxide, it is oxidation. So it is neither oxidation nor reduction. So this is a complete redox reaction. Do you understand? Okay, if you now open the Concise and check, after completion of part 1 and part 2 video, we complete the 3 basic concepts. First, electrovalent compound, covalent compound and coordinate compound, basic idea, stability, octet, duplet, all in the part 1 video. In part 2 video, we understand the orbital diagram, though it is not even in our syllabus, but Lewis dot structure, formation of the electrovalent compound and bond of 3 NaCl, MgCl2, CaO, and full concept about redox reaction. Okay, you cannot get this type of full concept in any video. So first observe this video, prepare your own note, then read this book Concise. Okay, so in the next day we will come with the part 3 video of the chapter chemical bonding. Okay, so prepare this part 1 and part 2 video, and for more question answer you can join our WhatsApp channel, link given in description box. Thank you.